You're listening to Country Music Junkies, hosted by Patrice Whiffen. This week on Country Music Junkies, I am pumped to be chatting with my new friend, Jeff Stauffer. Jeff, how's it going?
It is going great. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, and I'm pumped to be chatting with you. You just released your single, I Got Her. I really like the tune. I know our listeners are going to love the tune. But before we get into that, I do want to kind of introduce our listeners to you as an artist and kind of give them a little bit of your backstory. So, what can you tell us about, or what should fans, I guess, know about Jeff Stauffer?
I'll start quickly with the beginning. Been a country music fan most of my life. Been a fan of the acoustic instruments. Actually, started more with bluegrass. My grandpa, every time I'd go over to visit, since I was probably 2 years old, he had put a guitar in my hand and just play with me until I couldn't play anymore, and just basically instilled in me a love for music. And he was my mom's father, and my mom always sang around the house, so music was always a big part of my life. And so it was natural to just pick up playing instruments and loving it. And I did that. I have two brothers. They both play, and we used to play bluegrass around where we live in Ohio. And it transitioned into country because we have a love for that, and started actually professionally recording music a couple years ago, and just love it. Love playing for people. Love when people love the music we can play. My favorite country artist probably would be Chris Young.
Okay.
And his voice is one, actually, when I'm in the studio, I'll try to shoot. I'm like, how would Chris Young sing this song? And so that's what I shoot for. And so I've heard people say that my music can sound like his, and that's probably why.
I like that. Definitely very cool to have some Chris Young influences. He's a very talented artist, but so are you, and that's really cool. You kind of took my second question away from me. I was going to ask, how would you describe your style, your sound? Obviously, the Chris Young influences, but is there anything else you would use to describe your sound?
Um, I love the traditional country sound, so I try to make my music. It has to be modern
Mm-hmm.
and be able to, sound like it's relevant. But I just love that traditional country, classic country influence in it. My voice is on the lower side of the male range, so I I have a Josh Turner sound too. Just those kind of ranges of the songs that he sings are perfect for me to cover, and it just fits with my vocal style.
I love that. That is very cool. Now, let's talk about the new single, I Got Her. What is the story behind that tune for those that haven't heard it?
I got her. It just came to me one night, the idea for it. There's so many country songs that talk about this awesome girl that they fell out of touch with or lost. And just to mention a couple, Ronnie Millsap's The Smoky Mountain Rain keeps on calling this girl's name that he lost contact with. Jake Owens, she was the one that got away. That's the perfect example of this great girl that captured their heart, but she got away, and they can't find her again. And I thought, you know what? It would be awesome to have a song that says the reason that these guys can't find this awesome girl is because I already got her.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, so I sat down to write it out, and the words just kind of flowed out of the thought, and I thought that it would resonate with a lot of people that are madly in love with the special person, that they could be their song for them, saying that the reason nobody can find you is because you're already taken.
I
And
love that. That is very
yeah,
cool. And
thank you.
you've got a lyric video to that song as well, so we'll be sure to link to that with the posting of this interview. Great tune. You also just released a Christmas tune. Talk to me about that.
Oh yeah, I did a cover of Silver Bells.
Love
Um,
it.
it I've always wanted to release a Christmas song, and every year by the time I start listening to Christmas music, it's too late to start working on one.
Fair,
So
yeah.
my youngest brother Kyle, works with me a lot. He reminded me this summer. He said, "Man, we got to work on a Christmas song this year." So we worked on Silver Bells, and it dropped on December 1st.
Love that. Well, that is so cool. Well, fans, be sure to head to jeffstauffermusic.com. Again, we'll include a link to that website with the posting of this interview. Jeff, how are you on social media? Where would you like fans to connect with you?
I'm on all the big social media platforms. I have a page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. My favorite's Instagram, but wherever is familiar for anyone that wants to chat with me, feel free to hit me up or DM me or talk to me on any of those platforms. I'd love to talk to all of y'all.
Cool. Well, thank you, Jeff, so much. Again, we're chatting with Jeff Stauffer. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.